Cable, volunteer to help your school build a video library. Thanks to the Weather Channel, Cable in the classroom comes home.
Do we have to go back for lunch?
In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
From the Gulf Coast to the Great Lakes, the potential for severe thunderstorms is high again this afternoon. Welcome to Weather Center. I'm Bob Stokes, and some news just breaking, Bill.
That is right, Bob. We have a brand new tornado watch now in portions of Texas and Oklahoma. We'll plot that up for you momentarily.
Okay.
First up, though, we have some winter-like conditions in the west. We'll have more on that forthcoming. First up, though, let's take you back east and talk about this interplay of juicy air and very warm temperatures coming northbound. Let's show you first up the satellite vantage point, and you'll be able to see that there is a good chunk of cloud cover there across the Midwest. I'm checking on warnings right now. I don't see any per se, but I think there's a couple of them just rolling in now. See if I can pull some of these off as we get going here. And the warnings I do see now, there's a brand new one. Thank you, Bob. And we have warnings now in portions of Kansas as well as into Oklahoma, and likewise into portions of northeastern Kansas, around northwestern Jefferson and southeastern Jackson counties. That is a severe thunderstorm warning. And also around the greater Topeka area, Waubonsee County, southeastern Waubonsee, and Shawnee and northwestern Osage. Severe thunderstorm warning here. That is now expiring at 12:30 local time. Another warning for Atchison County, that is in northeastern Kansas. That goes until the 12:55 time frame. And finally now into Oklahoma, that will be Grady County and northeastern Comanche County. Severe thunderstorm warning again until 1 o'clock local time. So we'll show you what's happening beneath this cloud deck now. We'll take you close in on the radars. And just to reiterate, there is a brand new tornado watch in portions of Texas as well as Oklahoma. Well, we have some breaks in the cloud cover in portions of Illinois and across Indiana and Ohio. Where the sun is out, it is summer-like. Temperatures are pushing 80 at this hour in the Detroit area, where there are some big storms on the move now across the thumb of Michigan. It looks like the warnings have expired, though, for the areas north of Detroit for now. But we'll be watching this. Also watching this area across Illinois and Missouri where the breaks are located. That is where that air looks very, very unstable. So Chicago, St. Louis, pretty quiet now. Lake of the Ozarks, pretty quiet now. But be on your guard as the afternoon wears on. Still more storms, Wisconsin into Iowa. Look at the temperature contrast, too, helping to fuel the situation. 74 in Chicago versus a 42 in Minneapolis, and only 45 in Lincoln versus a 73 in KC. Severe threat pretty high. Northeastern Texas all the way to lower Michigan. And as the afternoon gives way to the evening, watch out St. Louis and watch out around the city of Chicago. For now, we have our roughest of weather in Michigan, also some storms now in south central Wisconsin and likewise around the Kansas City area. In the Detroit metro, east of Saginaw, some big storms. Watch out Bad Axe, and also watch out northbound in 75 from Houghton Lake all the way to about, I'd say the Escoda area. I'd watch out there, maybe a little south of there next hour or so. KC Metro, we mentioned Waubonsee County, and also storms up here northward on 35 west of Lamoni, Iowa. All of these capable of putting down hail and high wind and also some very heavy rainfall. The tornado watch is now plotted. There it is in a lot of eastern Oklahoma, Tulsa and Oklahoma City, down to the northern Dallas suburbs, not quite into Dallas. Let's take it close in here real quickly, and we'll see our storms out by Wichita Falls and also around the Fort Sill area. They're all racing to the northeast. Watch out Oklahoma City later on today. Bob?
Thanks a lot, Bill. Snow and chilly temperatures highlight the weather maps across the western U.S. There's snow on the ground in Denver. It's from overnight snows and lingering flakes again this morning, but as you can see, motorists are getting around just fine. Expect highs today in the low to mid-30s, and additional flurries are in the forecast. Telluride, Colorado, -5 last night, 18 inches of snow on the ground, just a trace during the past 24 hours. Wolf Creek, 57 inches of snow on the ground. So we've seen significant snows across a good chunk of Colorado, and it's been a pretty active late storm across the west as a trough continues to dig down. You can see this trough that's bringing more snows to the San Juan and Sangre de Cristo mountains and just some areas of the Sierra Nevada and the upper elevations, of course, heavy snow. But another Pacific system dropping down. It's going to follow the same track, bringing some wet weather to Seattle right now. There's a look at the snows that have been happening. Pueblo, you're seeing some light snow. Colorado Springs, you're reporting some light snow right now. So take care driving southward out of Denver today. And there's a look at the system bringing the wet weather to the Pacific Northwest. And look at this low. We've got cold air aloft, and that's what's triggering the snowy precipitation. As we go down to New Mexico, again in the San Juans, Sangre de Cristos, all getting up into Colorado. It's a snowy scene in the upper elevations, and there's the wet weather affecting I-5 on this Monday, so please be careful as this will not be quite as windy as the last one, but still some snows. Significant snows in Sheridan and Lander over the past 24 hours. How much is in the forecast? Another 3 to 6 inches in the favored areas right there. Temperature-wise, 36 in Salt Lake City, and you got 2 inches of snow during the past 24 hours. Here's Bill.
Well, Bob, safe to say there is a significant temperature contrast in the eastern half of the country as we skipped right over spring and went directly into summer in some cases. Show you some of the video now from the Philadelphia area. Just an awesome day yesterday, a nice day today. Temperatures in Philly at this hour running in the mid-80s, and everybody out there partaking in the Mother Nature festivities here. Just an awesome day for jogging, taking the kids out there, and check out these numbers. Is it actually a beach day? I think it is. Atlantic City, New Jersey, 86 degrees. Erie, Pennsylvania at 80. Alpena, Michigan, and 74 degrees. Ironically, in all three of these cases, all these cities sit on large bodies of water. No impact from the cold water today. It's all offshore flow. Saginaw at 70, 80 at Rochester, 84 in Philadelphia. I think WC was right. All in all, I'd rather be in Philly. Say 83 in Jackson, Mississippi right now, too. It is warm, it is muggy. 83 in the Tampa area with a dew point of 71, but I think the atmosphere will stay simmered down in Florida for a while. Watch out Chicago, though, 74, 78 in St. Louis, warm and muggy air. Then you get into that cold, clammy stuff. 40 in Sioux Falls, 42 in Minneapolis. And as Bob reiterated, we talked about the cold air in the west. 29 now, snowing in the Denver area, and a chilly 57 for you guys, at least, in Los Angeles. Now to update that forecast, here's Bob.
Thanks a lot, Bill. More snow in that forecast for Colorado, so please take care. Denver, Pueblo, Colorado Springs. It's going to be a snowy one ahead of the front. That warm air coming in around the Bermuda High. And there's that warm air, wet weather getting into Chicagoland this evening along the Eisenhower and Kennedy expressways. Pacific system in the west, more wet weather. That drops down, bringing wet weather to California tomorrow. And you can see it affecting the Bay Area for that commute along the Golden Gate Bridge. Look at the wet weather in the bluff city of Memphis as you drive across I-40 or just next to the pyramid. You're going to run into some messy weather. More significant rainfall in the upper Midwest through midnight tonight. And there's the heavy snow, at least 3 to 6 inches of it in the southern highlands of Colorado. Yes, ahead of the front, we've got that subtropical flow, 80s all the way up to Columbus, Ohio, the capital of the Buckeye State. Behind the front, there's the 20s and 30s for highs today. So what a big contrast in temperatures. walking along the beach around Pascagoula, Mississippi in order, and tonight the 60s along the Gulf Coast.
And it looks like
by cable. Volunteer to help your school build a video library. Thanks to the Weather Channel, Cable in the Classroom comes home.
Do we have to go back for lunch?
In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Faster than the weather, but we're running a close second. Stay informed with Weather Center all day today and every day.
In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Record-setting temperatures hit the Delaware Valley as our bizarre spring heat wave burns on.
I'm Larry Menti. Also ahead, the killer known as the Black Widow becomes the first woman to die in the electric chair in half a century.
I'm John Belaris. Record-setting heat invades the Delaware Valley. How much longer will it last? I'll have the exclusive Earthwatch forecast.
I'm Vi Sikahama. We'll take you to the Cheer Force Academy in South Jersey, where some future cheerleaders are learning their stuff.
News 10 First at 4 starts right now.
You're watching Philadelphia's NBC10, serving Pennsylvania,
New Jersey,
and Delaware.
Now live!
This is Newsstand.
First at 4.
It's a hot-blooded spring fling with the Philadelphia region warming up to record temperatures. The shirts and shoes come off as we get on the fast track to summer. Good afternoon. I'm Larry Menton.
And I'm Renee Chenault. Our top story on News 10 first at 4, and it's a great story. Record-setting heat, making this spring feel more like the middle of summer.
The big question is, what are we doing here? News 10 meteorologist John Belaris, the smart one, is live along Kelly Drive in Fairmount Park. John, hot enough for you?
Oh, yeah, I've heard that before. But let me tell you this. If you went to bed on Thursday night and you woke up the next day, it almost felt like a time warp, like you slept for 4 months and you woke up in the middle of July, because we got up to like July-like numbers today. Let's check out the all-time record high for Philadelphia in March. The all-time record high, 87 degrees. That was set back on March 29th, 1945. That is the highest recorded temperature on record in Philly for March. What did we hit today? As of 4 o'clock, the official high has not come out yet, has not arrived yet, but it will be arriving shortly. 86 so far. We beat the old record of 85 degrees. That was set back in 1977. We're going for the all-time record high. We'll let you know that in just a couple of minutes. Allentown, you set a record today of 86 degrees. Wilmington, you set a record of 86 degrees. Say Atlantic City, well up into the 80s. And the Poconos, you were in the 80s as well. So all-time record high temperatures. I can tell you this, the heat wave will continue. I'll tell you how much longer. And when we can expect a reality check in just a little bit. Larry and Renee?
Don't push reality on us. This is fine.
All right.
And later on News 10 First at 4, meteorologist Bill Henley and Earthwatch take a closer look at this weird weather and why it's so hot so soon.
And it was hopping down the shore this past weekend as summer temperatures really heated things up early. But one Jersey Shore town is hoping to put a lid on the noise by setting up a quiet zone this summer. News 10's Tim Lake is live in Ocean City. Tim, don't be too loud now.
Oh, okay. Hey, I wonder how many people can identify with this. You spend a lot of money to rent your place at the shore. You just want to relax, enjoy the beach and the quiet, but your neighbor is up all night with a party, blaring music. Well, this year, Sea Isle City says, in a way, it can feel your pain. If a jamming boombox is not your idea of a relaxing summer day down the shore, then Sea Isle City in South Jersey has a plan for the quiet side of summer life. Its illustrious mayor has a plan for what might be the first and toughest no-noise law down the shore. A big red sign would go up, labeling certain blocks of the beach noise-free zone.
If you don't want to act respectfully and if you want to think that you're going to come down here and party and disturb your neighbors, it's not going to happen.
The law would be aimed at renters who party and make noise all hours of the day and night. Even the rental agents agree that too much noise can be bad for business.
Shouting, yelling, profanity is noise.
Radio playing real loud, many people on a deck outside yelling and screaming and singing, etc., bothering the neighbors.
They're trying to keep Sea Isle a quiet family beach.
In this way, we can hear the nature and not the noise.
But not everyone likes the idea of a noise-free zone.
Well, it's not really a good idea because people come down the shore to have a good time and everything. It is a family town here. It's not Wildwood or anything, but still, having a noise ordinance is a disgrace.
Well, it's fairly likely that that ordinance will pass on April 14th, and if you're caught making a lot of noise in that zone once it's passed, you could be fined $180. In that zone, though, it would be doubled. And Larry and Renee, just imagine if you could take that money and spend it on a nice, quiet party every night. You'd have a much better time down the shore.
Oh, sure, there's plenty of nice, quiet parties, Tim.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, another news now. You already know it feels like summer out there. And in this video from Chopper 10's Gyrocam, it even looks like summer. Check out all the hazy smog hanging over the city this morning. Makes you wonder what's going on.
Well, luckily, I know the man who has the answers to questions like that.
That's right, and he went outside today to tell us about it. Right, John?
Oh, yeah, this is fantasy weather, Renee and Larry. It's kind of hard to believe, and I think we have someone in the background, this Kelly Drive, people kind of blading by, and this could even be Eric Lindros skating in here, getting back into shape after being off for a few weeks.
Hopefully he'll be on the ice.
You're not Eric, though. Your name?
Jim Epstein.
And you're from?
Philadelphia.
And you're set up perfectly for a little blade down, Kelly?
I'm ready to go. I just need my stick.
Now, let's see. I think you're doing everything correctly here. You got all the proper equipment.
Probably should have some elbow pads. But
you're confident?
Yeah, I'm all right.
How long you been blading?
About a week.
About a week now?
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't feel like hockey weather, you know. It really doesn't, but it feels like kind of Can you just take a guess? What do you think the temperature was today? What do you think we hit?
75.
No, one more shot. The record high was 85, I can tell you that.
80.
86 degrees.
Wow.
86 was the record
We're
high.
record breakers.
We are, and I want to see how long you've been blading.
About a week.
All right, well, let me see. You're going to take off a little bit.
All right.
And you're a teacher, right?
Yep, Germantown High School.
Say hello to the kids.
How's it going, gang?
All right, watch
your homework.
Watch your teacher now. He's going to take off a little bit, and maybe you can learn how to blade a little bit from Jim Epstein.
And maybe not.
And maybe not. Go ahead, Jim. Let's see you go. Not bad, Jim. Even better than Dan Brady. I'm telling you. All right, let's check out the conditions out there today. Unbelievable. 86. We snapped the old record of 85 degrees set back in 1979. We should be at 57 degrees at this time of the year. The record high, 85. That was the old record high. It's set back in 1977. We are now at 86. So you can see we broke the record. Allentown, too. Congratulations. You set a record high temperature of 86. Wilmington, 86 degrees, record high. Atlantic City, you set a record high today. So Shorego's got an early jump, 86. Poconos, I think you're skiing in bathing suits today. 84 degrees, the Poconos, where they do not want to set record highs in March. Temperatures at this hour. Can you believe this? 4 o'clock temperatures in March. It feels like 4th of July. Temperatures are in the mid-80s. The cool spot, Atlantic City, where the sea breeze is developing, much cooler down the shore, right along the beaches, in the 60s there. But look at everywhere else. In the mid-80s, Allentown, 86 still. Reading, hanging around 86 degrees at this hour. Wilmington, you're at 86. Dover, this is incredible, 84 degrees. Millville, you're at 86 and still hanging around 84 in Philly. Wrightstown, you're close to 90. 88, quickly, we fly a little bit, and we're looking for the warmth, and you can see it. It will continue to be entrenched over the entire eastern seaboard for the next 36 to 48 hours, but you know to change. Yeah, folks, that is cold air waiting in the wings, and that is slated to arrive here for the second half of the week. I'll give you more details on that in just a little bit. Tonight, breezy, mild. Now, the low temperature for tonight, 59 degrees, should be the normal afternoon high. We should be around 56, 57 for the daytime high. So even tonight, it's going to feel above normal for your daytime highs. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Yeah, we're going for record heat once again. The record for tomorrow, 82 degrees. We're going for a record high of 85 degrees. So the unbelievable March heat wave continues, and we have another, we can call it a scorcher for March coming up tomorrow, and I'll let you know how long it will last with the exclusive Earthwatch 5-day coming up in just a little bit. Larry and Renee?
All right, thanks a lot, John. Do you have your rollerblades out there? I know you're a blader.
Yeah, I have them in my car.
Well, maybe for the next time we see you, maybe you can put them on for us.
Okay, Renee, thank you.
Wow. All right, you might want to get out of the